Sure Tov, everyone. Welcome to Tell Stories for Saturday night. the title of this week's video is The Proof of a Predestined Match. And I adapted and supplemented it from an article in the Chabad Women's seasonal publication 20 years ago that is no longer available, called Permeations. The Baal Shem Tov had a chassid who was a wealthy lumber merchant. The chassid would buy timber and transport it to the bottom of the mountain, where the river would carry it to the lumber yard to be sold. This timber merchant had a son for whom numerous matches had been proposed. However, a strange thing happened. The moment that the boy would see the girl, before speaking or anything, he would faint. Every single time. After a while, the matchmakers all gave up. They considered him to be a hopeless case, as you might understand. The chassid went to ask the Baal Shem Tov what to do. The Baal Shem Tov responded simply, for the right one, he will not faint. One winter there was a terrible freeze. Conditions became so bad that all the chassid's lumber was lost in the rushing, semi-frozen river. So again the chassid went to the Baal Shem Tov to ask for advice, just as he always did. This time the best advised him to go on the road to become a wandering beggar. This was hard for the wealthy merchant to understand, but being a faithful chassid, he accepted his Rebbe's instruction and began to travel all over that area of Eastern Europe. Perhaps today it's Poland or Romania or Ukraine, who knows. Whenever he had some time, he would sit in a study hall and study Torah. One day when he was sitting in the study hall in a certain town, a resident of the town came up to him and asked, "How much do you earn a day?" Meaning from your going around asking for contributions. He answered, "A ruble and a half." So this local person said to him, "I'm impressed with your dedication for Torah study. I will pay you 2.5 rubles every day if you will learn Torah in my house instead." The chassid readily agreed. How could he pass up such a generous offer? A few weeks later, he heard the husband and his wife crying in the middle of the night. The next day, wanting to help, he asked if there was any way he could repay them for their kindness. After some hesitation, they told him that they had a beautiful and kind daughter with a wonderful personality. But every time she was introduced to a man, she fainted, they explained tearfully. They had summoned all the best doctors, but alas, none could help their daughter. The chassid was amazed, but managed to maintain a calm demeanor. He replied, "Maybe my Rebbe, the Baal Shem Tov, can help. Come, let us travel together to Mezibuz, and we'll see what develops." The desperate couple did as he suggested, and within 2 weeks they stood before the holy Baal Shem Tov. He was very far away, so it took 2 weeks. Before the Besh spoke to the husband and wife, who had come to see him, he turned to the chassid and asked him to bring his wife and son and wait with them in the next room. The Baal Shem Tov then listened to the story of the husband and wife and asked, "Can you provide a good dowry for your daughter?" "We certainly will provide a proper dowry," they answered. They told the Baal Shem Tov how 4 years earlier, during a bit of frost, they awakened one morning and found hundreds and hundreds of pieces of lumber in their yard. Try as they might, they could not find the owner of the lumber. So they sold it to the lumber yard and made a fortune. The Baal Shem Tov then asked the chassid to come in with his wife and son. They entered the room. The son looked at the daughter. The daughter looked at the son. Neither fainted. Baruch Hashem. "You see," said the Baal Shem Tov with a beaming smile, "the money this girl's parents received from selling the lumber actually belongs to this poor chassid, the father of the boy, whose lumber it originally was. And all of these events occurred only so that this girl and this boy should meet. Mazel Tov." Speaking of meeting one's destined soulmate, this Sunday night, Monday, is a lesser-known Jewish holiday, the 15th of Av, also known as Jewish Matchmaking Day. There's a lot more to this significant festival. You can see a detailed, many multi-page detailed article in the appendix in my Festivals of the Full Moon book, now posted on the Ascent of Safed website, called Tu B'Av and the Full Moon. Shavua Tov and good Yom Tov.